Hello and a very warm welcome to today's live stream. My name is Uzair and it is 7th of October 2022, 3 p.m. in the UK. Every Tuesday and Friday, I go live and cover topics such as Google Ads, pay per click advertising, YouTube ads, video marketing, anything and everything to help you with your online advertising and marketing to help you generate more leads or sales. As always, I'll cover a particular topic today, and then towards the end of the session, I will try my best to answer any questions you may have. So, if you are watching this in real time or live, please put your questions in or around this video, wherever your comment box is, and I should be able to see them come through and I'll answer them towards the end. If you are watching this as a replay, then still put the questions in the comments below, and I'll pick them up next week and in the future sessions and reply them back to you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and let's get the show on the road. Now, where is my spreadsheet gone? I've got millions of tabs opened up and I've lost my Google Sheet. Ah, there it is. Okay, please bear with me for a second while I organize everything. Okay, so I've got my sheet here. I need to share my screen. Now, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so because we upload content on a daily basis and you'll be one of the first ones to be notified when we do so. And also, when we go live, you also get a notification. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen. All right. So today I'm going to write ads for a financial company or institution who offer merchant cash advance. Now, I've not done this before. I've been sent an email that please help me write some really good ads. So this is my thought process as to how I would look at a landing page or a website and then try to write some really good ads, which will hopefully get you the right click and then the conversion. So the first thing you need to do is to look at your keywords. What are your keywords? I'm going to go to Google and then I'm going to put in merchant cash advance. That's my keyword. That's my core keyword. And you will find there are lots of, well, not lots, but four ads as the most a number of ads showing through at the top. And then you will see all the organic ranked links and some videos over here as well. So I will look at these websites and see what they're up to, what they offer, how they differentiate from my client's website, and can I advise something to my client that look, you need to be doing something similar or something different because what you are doing is not what your competitors are doing unless you have got some really different offers. But you get the idea as to why we research, because you want to research this thoroughly and then get ideas and see what kind of headlines they are writing. And I want to write headlines better than theirs. Okay. Then I have got some websites over here which I have opened up already, where I will go to and get some ideas as to how they have set them up, what the call to action is, and what their offer is, and I want to improve upon it. So the way I always write ads me and our agency is we don't go into the Google Ads interface and start typing away frantically. That's the worst way you can write any ad, because you will be in a hurry to write them and save them, right? What you want to do is write them, step away from your computer, or perhaps come back the next day, revisit, look at the copy what you've written, and then you will find, this doesn't look so good. I thought this will be really nice, but it doesn't make sense, or it's not what um, our offer is all about. So it's always good to have a break, or even if it's not next day and you want to finish it off in a hurry, go away, get some coffee or tea or whatever, and then come back after 15, 20 minutes or after your lunch break, and then have a look at the copy what you've written. All right. So this is how we would write the ads. You create or open up a spreadsheet, Google Sheet, Excel, numbers, whichever you use, it really doesn't matter. Um, we want to write 15 headlines and 4 description lines, because this is for our responsive search ads. I would then just make a subheading over here, headlines, and that is for 30 characters long. And then there's a little formula in here where if you type in equals to len, and close bracket. Okay, and then I'm just going to, this is a little shortcut somebody showed me, drag this little box in the bottom right hand corner, and it will copy all of them. And now I can start typing in here, and then I can see how many characters we have got left. So if I start typing something here, you can see 11. So it's easy to write ads. All right. Now I need to start looking at my headlines. So the first one is the merchant cash provider. That is every time what you want to do is put that core keyword of that ad group as headline 1 and pin it, because you don't want that not showing up in the ad, because Google will pick up 3 headlines or 2 headlines. And if your headline does not contain that keyword, then it doesn't make much sense. So you don't need to stuff every 15 headline with keyword merchant cash advance, merchant cash advance. Then it's going to look really boring, keyword stuffed ad. You want your ad to flow nicely. So even if I have one keyword in here and maybe one or two another one of these headlines, and then perhaps one or two in the description, my no matter which headline or descriptions Google picks up, it will flow nicely and it will read nicely. Okay, I can see some comments from Sam and Mohana. I'll come to this towards the end. All right, so now what we do is go to our landing pages. Okay, before I do that, I just want to check one more thing. Yeah, they're all coming through. Okay, and if you would like to get some more free training as well as join our little community on Facebook, the URL is on your website. It's free to join in. We've got about, I think, 1,100 people or like-minded professionals in there, and they ask questions, help each other, and it's a great to be as part of a little community. So please do join in if you can. Okay, so this one, growth capital for founders like you. So that is not a good headline for me. What I want to do is to look at merchant cash advance. So merchant cash advance provider loans. Okay. All right. So if I put in, I'll try and zoom it in a bit so you guys can see it a bit properly, those of you watching on your mobile. All right, that works better. Merchant cash advance. So I've got 9 more characters. Now, people are also looking for best, cheap, and especially when you're going for loans, low interest, and things like that. So you need to keep those in mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write things like cheap, so I don't forget. Low interest, best. Other things which come to mind is, let's say, for bad credit, people who have got adverse credit, they can't get loans from the bank. So you need to think outside the box as well, and you need to see what people pain point are, that somebody with a bad credit history, they can't get the typical loan. Merchant cash advance can help anyone with or without good credit history. They can't get loans, overdraft. So these sort of things you need to pinpoint. You need to hit that pain point in your ad. This is why we go to Google when we have a pain and we are looking for a solution to our problem, right? So these are the sort of words which I would try and include this in my ads. Okay, so merchants, I will say cheap. That works. All right. Okay. Then this is also important. How much, right? Or how quickly. So I need to put this. How much? Uh, okay. Time. That's important. People need, and just to give a little bit of background to what merchant cash advance is, you need to understand that market or that niche, right? I study these always. So if when we get somebody new, then I will study that market and niche. So these are business owners who are looking for fast cash. They are struggling to pay any bills, grow their business. They have got big projects going. They need funds in an emergency, and they need the funds or cash very fast. So it's not a case of they have to prepare business loans, business plans, and so on, and then it will take them weeks to get the hands on the cash, right? So from I'm just going to put in some numbers from 10,000 to 1 million. Okay. Apply in 5 minutes. Get cash within 24 hours or something like that. All right. So now that is 44 characters. Now I can see that that's gone over. Apply in 5 minutes. So I can add a little bit more over here as well. Easy to apply. But people don't like filling in long forms and take hours to make an application. Get cash within 24 hours if that's what you offer. All right. Now I'm going to go back to this supercharge funding for your marketing and inventory. Okay, apply. See now over here, apply in 5 minutes, business loans from such and such, offered as fast as 24 hours, and so on. Fast, flexible funding. That is a really good headline. Revenue based financing. That's also very good headline. So I would say fast and flexible funding. Revenue based. What was it? Funding, I think. Funding. What I could do is I can put in like loan, so this is a bit different. With these kind of loans, there is no it does not affect your credit score if you apply and you get rejected, right? So it does not affect your credit score. 33. I will have to take something like this out. Does not affect credit score. That we could do. So now you can see that within 10 minutes, in less than 10 minutes, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 headlines. I know it's a pain. Whenever I see an account, very rarely do I see all 15 headlines being written. Google is giving you 15 headlines. Write it. Spend a bit of time, write all the 4 descriptions. All I see most of the time is 5 headlines and 2 descriptions, because people are lazy. They just want to throw some headlines and descriptions and get started. No, spend some time, take a step back, spend some time over here, because this is going to give you better results. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing this. The other thing which the merchant cash advance is for is to pay your bills, emergency cash, pay the tax or whatever you want to do. So you can say instant cash for paying bills. Use the cash of use the funds for your cash flow. 31. That's so annoying. I hate it when it goes to 31. Use funds for your cash flow. That sounds good. All right. Then we want to put in some more who can apply, right? Benefits. That is a good. Quick funded. Get funded quicker for less. That's really good. Dedicated support. No dilution or personal guarantees required. Repay on your terms. This is really good. You guys can't see it properly. Hold on. Just move this a bit more. There you go. I like this headline, repay on your terms. You see that I'm capitalizing each and every word that is as per Google's best practices. Always do that. On your terms. All right. And I haven't even gone to some other websites yet, right? I'm just looking at one. Dedicated support is good. Get funded quickly. That's also good. Dedicated support. Get funded quickly. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 more. Oops, I need to add 3 more. Okay. Even though I'm demonstrating right now, I'm going to write all 15 so that you can see how easy it is. See, money you can use to buy stock, new stock, invest in growth plans, or just keep your cash flow smooth. Really good benefits, right? Buy new stock, invest in growth. Really good. Keep your cash flow smooth, because that is one of the biggest problems any business owner, entrepreneur has, cash flow. So need to put cash flow a couple of times, right? Keep your cash flow Smooth. Now they've said written applying won't affect your credit score. Then you can also give some social proof over 5,000 reviews, over 5,000 plus pilot reviews. Now, what's wrong with this headline? Have a little think. Is this Trustpilot is a trademark, so you will get the eligibility of this ad would be limited. So take that out, unless you have got special permission from Trustpilot that you can use the trademark in your ads. You can bid on trademarks, but you cannot use trademarks in your ads. So if you're selling iPhone, you cannot use iPhone or Samsung or Motorola, Google, and all those words in your ads. So over 5,000 ads or reviews is fine. All right. See, apply online in 5 minutes, get approved 24 hours, borrow from 1 to 5. That's a good one. Borrow from 1 day to 5 years. That is a really good feature. Borrow from 1 day to 5 years. Job done. How long it took me? So you don't have any excuse not to write all 15 headlines. Now, what you can also do then is, if you are running short of time, then you can copy 3 headlines from here and make it into a description for 90 words, right? Or you can write differently. We keep our pricing simple. And this is where you can, so we'll only charge interest on your outstanding balance for the days you use. Only pay interest on outstanding balance. That's a good one. Only pay interest on outstanding balance. Okay. I've got more character count. I can now put in things like re-emphasize that description of the keyword again. So something like cheapest or lowest fees and interest for your merchant dash advance. Okay, it's gone to 96. I'll need to take this one out, put it here. And then over here, I will just put something like a call to action. Apply in 5 minutes. At your funds. 89. Yeah, that works. Okay. So you can talk about, we can accept applications from all kinds of business, no matter the age. Okay, you're a limited company or partnership, basic details. Okay, bank statements. All right, so that is really important. So here we can say you only need your bank statements to apply. Last 12 months of bank statement. So the reason why I put in 12 months is if somebody is new and they have not run the business for 12 months, then they know that, oh, I need 12 months, and they may not click the ad. And you are kind of like disqualifying or qualifying your click. So always do that. You can also put things like the interest, any setup fees or interest rates, put the number in. Over here, let's say interest from only one. I'm just putting in a number. No setup fees. That's good. All right. I'll go on to another one. Um, Instant code for emergent cash. Uh, this will not impact your credit score. Credit score not affected. Funds in as little as 4 hours. Loans from 2.9%. This is good. Over 30 million funded for small businesses. That's a really good headline or description. The three simple steps to apply. Yeah. That fits in nicely. 84 characters. Reduce stress, because this is what happens when you don't have any cash. Everybody is stressed. Get cash fast. In how many hours or days there was. That's again is a really good description. So I've got 4 description, 15 headlines, and less than around 20 minutes or so. So it doesn't need to be very complicated. There is no excuse not to write all the headlines and descriptions. All right, I'm going to go on to the questions now. Now is your chance to send me your questions. I'll try my best to answer them for you. Okay. I'll answer them in the order I receive them. Okay, Simon. What will be the prohibited keyword for content writing campaign? Like I read somewhere, if I use the keyword writing services, Google will suspend or stop showing my ads. I have never ever heard this, that writing services is prohibited in Google Ads. So I'm not sure where you got this information from, or who told you. This is absolutely, you can absolutely run these ads and your account will not be suspended unless, I don't know what you know. I've not come across these. There are certain products like guns, drugs, and all those kind of stuff are prohibited, but not for writing ads in Google Ads. So you should be fine with that. Backlinks important for SEO, yes, but Google is more than backlinks nowadays. It's not about whoever has got the highest backlinks are going to get the highest rankings. It's more about social proof, what sort of engagement you have on the internet from your clients. So I'm getting these engagement from you guys, right? Sending me questions, liking, sharing, commenting on my videos, and so on. Google sees all this. If nobody came to my videos or no one liked it, commented on it, and so on, then Google knows that the content which I'm uploading is not what people are looking for. So it's not very good. So if you upload good quality content, you are going to get engagement. You are going to get people to like it, share it, subscribe to you, and you build up that social proof. And this is really, really important. I keep saying this to everyone. When we get leads in, They are warm and hot leads. They have seen me, they have heard me over and over again consistently. This is why I keep doing this twice a week, and then we upload more videos as well. Why we do this is because it helps our business to generate more leads and sales. Okay. Hi, Rohan. Okay. Okay, the boss is here. The big boss, Abdul Samir, the boss in Saudi Arabia. Okay, so do I need to create a separate PMAX campaign for remarketing ads, also different asset groups for each remarketing audience? You will hear again different answers from different people. My friend Kasim and John, they are one of some of the they create some of the best performance max campaigns, and they are absolutely great at it. So whatever they say, follow it. I met Kasim and John in San Diego last week, and we were talking about these as well. And what they said is, because Performance Max has got so many networks, search, display, video, Gmail, Discover, and they keep adding more to it. It needs a lot of data signals. So the more you have them in a campaign, the better for you and for Google. So yes, each audience, I would keep them as separate asset groups. So then you can see which ones are working well, which ones aren't working well. And I tend to keep a remarketing budget always separate to my other campaigns, like bidding on brand or competitors or the generic audiences, because in PMAX you cannot bid on keywords. Or if you set up a custom segment, so let's say you're running a campaign for Google Ads, so I would have those Google Ads type of keywords in one custom segment, another one like pay per click advertising in another custom segment, digital marketing as separate, and so on. Right? Segment them out. Okay. In Google Ads Keyword Planner, top bid page cost is so high than my entire budget. Then you should go on display and YouTube, my friend. That is the key. So for me, Google Ads is 6 times more expensive on the search network than on video and display. I don't need to say anything more. So there's always a solution or an alternative, right? So don't come back to me and say, oh, I don't have videos, I don't know how to do videos, and blah de blah. Well, that's not an excuse anymore. I'm sure you have this, and that's all you need. And a little microphone, that's about it. Create an ad, run it, and see what happens. Um, okay, I think you're referring to your last question. So yeah, if you don't have the budget, you don't have the budget. So you have to go. I've got another two, a few clients who are in financial niche. One is life insurance. Another one is which one are those bridging loans, and it's the same problem they have. The loans leads were coming at very expensive on the search network, and we literally cut the cost per acquisition into quarter. So until you don't try it, you will never know that you are leaving gold behind. You have got to go on video ads. Take your clients. All our clients are now on video because they get the results, and it builds up that brand equity as well as your brand. Hi, DV Camera Hire. Do you suggest dynamic Google ads? They seem to work better for me than normal ads. Whatever works, don't touch it, don't change it, don't fix it. Let it run. If it is working fine. I mean, I'm pretty certain you are referring to the dynamic search ads, right? So if they're working fine, let it run. Yeah. Uh, no need to change anything and keep putting more budget, but don't put too much budget at the same time. Increase by about 10 to 15% every few days. Write me perfect Fiverr gig title. I don't know what your gig is. Or next time send me some information and I will and send me your URL of your Fiverr gig and then we will do it. Again, on Fiverr, put a video on your landing page. And that's what you need to do. Not many people put videos on it. So use video. And then run video ads or display ads to your Fiverr gig if you're not getting any jobs. I know you cannot track conversion tracking, but then, and it's not very scientific way of working this out. But the way you can do it is, let's say you're running ads, you got 100 clicks on your ads, and you took them to your Fiverr gig, and you say, I've got 10 jobs, and each job is worth $100. Let's say, keep the maths simple. So your conversion rate is 10%. So now you know that every time, every 10 clicks, I'm getting a job. So if that conversion rate stays the same, instead of 100 clicks, you send 200 clicks or 300 clicks, as much as you want. And then you earned 1,000 because 10 people paid you 100. 10 times 100 is 1,000 divided by 100 clicks. So the value per click is $10. So let's say your cost per click is $2. So you got a 5x ROAS on your ads. It's a very unscientific way of doing this, but this is the best you're going to get. And this is how I would run these ads. And as long as your cost per click is lower than your value per or value, average order value, there is no way you can lose money. Okay, I think I've lost my cue. Where is it gone? Oh, I've done this one, Samir. Mohan. Yeah, I've done that. Oh, we were here. DV camera, Fiverr gig we were on, weren't we? Yeah. All right. So hope that helps. And again, I don't know many people running ads to their Fiverr gigs. Ideal teaching room. Hello. So business, which business for which campaign goals are perfect? As like real estate, e-commerce. So I think what you're trying to ask me is which campaigns are ideal for which business. There's no such thing. And as I've always said to you, the path to a conversion is very complicated. It's not a straight click to an ad and they convert like it used to be 7-8 years ago. They're going to come to your website, then they'll go to your competitors, then another competitors, then social, then to blogs, then to forums, and all sorts of places they're going to go research, and then they are going to convert, right? So you need to hit them at all these touch points. So you need to hit them at search campaign, search network, display, video, Gmail, all these places. So you attack from everywhere. And that is the perfect campaign for any kind of business, whether it is lead generation or e-commerce. How to properly optimize search ads for local business, whether it is local business or national or international. What you want to do is, by optimizing, is reduce the wastage and scale the campaigns which are profitable, right? That's what optimization is. End of. So how do you reduce wastage? If it's a search ad, you look at your search terms. Be very aggressive with negative keywords. Exact match is not exact anymore. Phrase match is not phrase anymore. Everything is going towards broad, basically. But the good news is the algorithm or the AI works really well now with, or starting to work really well with, broad match keywords. Google is going to show your ads to lot of those search terms which you have not bid for or don't want. So you need to keep adding them as negatives regularly. and religiously, not just once and then leave it and let the campaigns run. You will never be able to optimize that. Do that regularly and you will start to optimize. Split test your ads as well, your landing pages. So there's a lot more other than just adding negative keywords, right? Because with smart bidding, you don't need to worry about the click cost. Optimize or test campaigns at different target CPAs, different ROAS. Those are the things which you would then test once you start to get profitable. Okay, so if you need to go to the Google support.google.com and have a look as what is allowed and what's not allowed. And if your keywords are not on that eligibility list, then you can raise an appeal. If Google has rejected or disapproved your ads by mistake, they will approve it. You need to have a manual review on those. But if they are not eligible or not allowed on Google Ads, then yes, your ads will get rejected or disapproved. I'm getting more and more clicks, but no engagement on my ebook campaign. So you need to think also what people want. When was the last time you downloaded an ebook? I can't remember. It used to be really popular 6, 7 years ago, but now less and less people. Nobody has got the time to read long ebooks. If you have a lead magnet which you're trying to give an ebook as a lead magnet, then obviously your headline is not catchy enough. People don't see the value in it. So you need to start testing. So first you check, is the relevant click from the right keyword or not? If it is, then you need to start working on your landing page, your headlines, subheadlines, your bullet points, the images. So it's not just a case of how Google is going to get you the conversions. Not at all. Google is just a channel to drive the right traffic. You need to start working on your landing page, the offer, the copy, the experience. What sort of call to action have you got? And then you will start to see that you are getting results. I'm finding it difficult to promote my ads. I think what you mean is finding it difficult to run your ads. If that is the case and you're not getting any impressions, then you need to look at your bids. Your Possibly you're using exact match keywords on search volume, which is very or extremely low. That could be one of the reasons. It could be any number of reasons. Without looking at your campaign, I won't be able to give you a definite answer, but the most probably are your bids or your budget. Again, as somebody said earlier, the click cost is big higher than the daily budget. So if that is the case with you as well, you're never going to get the click or any impressions, as a matter of fact, because Google knows you don't have any money or budget. I just switched my campaign. Oh, hi, Greg. I just switched my campaign from clicks to conversions, and my impression share went down from 100% to less than 25%. Also, my top of the page went from 80 to 100 down to 50%. Is that normal? The only thing I can think of, Greg, is you possibly may not have enough conversion data in your campaign. When you try to, so first of all, don't um, go on clicks, because now what is going to happen is Google is going to send you less junky clicks, because you're saying to Google, get me clicks, and it's going to give you all sorts of clicks, whether they are interested in your product or service or not. Now you're optimizing for conversion, so Google is obviously going to cut out all the junk and the people who it thinks will not convert and give you less traffic. But then your conversions may go up, conversion rate may go up, cost per conversions may go down. So don't just look at these vanity metrics like, search impression share, top of the page impression shares, and so on. look at the 3 or 4 most important metrics: conversions, conversion rate, CPA, or the ROAS, right? Has that gone up or not? I need to know. And if all 3 of those are heading in the right direction, then let it run. And then all you do is just keep on increasing your budget. Because let's say your daily budget is 100 and your cost per conversion is 10, and you switched over to cost per conversion, TCPA. You're only going to get a maximum of 10 conversions a day. Yeah, 10 CPA, 100 budget, 100 divided by 10. If you want 20, then you need to increase your budget to 200, but don't go from 100 to 200 in one go. Go to from 100 to 115, and then 115 to 140, and so on. Uh, excuse me. Increase the daily budget after every few couple of days or 2 3 days by about 15 to 20%. So yeah, put in the comment as to what your conversion data is reading once you changed it. Then we can see what's happening. You're most welcome, my friend, and thank you to all of you for coming here, because it'll be pretty boring if I was talking to myself to a computer screen. And I really enjoy these questions, and I try to answer each one of them. How to write a perfect buyer request a proposal for clients. Again, there's no such thing as perfect. You perfect as you go along. I have my client proposals on a Word doc, but I know a friend of mine, in fact, he's a student of mine as well, and his proposals are just out of this world. And Adam, he usually is here. If you are listening, I'm referring to you, my friend. Adam's proposals are the best I've ever seen. He puts in so much time and effort that his conversion rates are crazy. They just see the proposal and they convert. So putting in some time and effort, yes, but I'm not saying that I'm lazy and I don't. It's just that it works for us as well. So I will say this to everybody: if it works, don't change it, don't fix it. So we have it in a Word document. We have our social proof, the reviews, some video attachments, lots of social proof we put in, so that people can see that, wow, we are really good at what we do. And keep things very simple. Your pricing policy, don't have lots of different plans. People get confused. Just have one or maybe 2 options. That's it. You go for this one or that one, but don't have like dozens of them. People really get confused. Okay, cool. So yeah, welcome over here, Mahana. Can I take headlines from competitors' landing pages? Well, nobody's going to stop you, but then your headlines and their headlines are going to look the same. I would always say get inspirations from other people and your competitors, but then write your own, try to make it better. Don't copy it. Never copy it, and never copy anybody's images as well, because you will get into trouble and somebody will sue you for copyright breaches. And it's not nice to copy. How would you like it if somebody else copied yours? You won't like it, would you? So don't do things, if somebody did that to you, you won't like. It's not nice. And what it says, if your client came, and it will, it's all on the internet. How would you feel if the client says, well, you've copied my competitors' headlines? Why am I paying you? I could have done that myself. So don't do it. Hi, Shilpa. Is what is cross network? When I see segment that is showing cross network, so it's the different networks, whether it's search, display, video. How much dollar set bidding for campaign average CPC and average CPA for any business? No, there is no such thing as a standard or an average bidding or campaign average CPC. Yes, you will have CPC average CPCs in the keyword planner. You will see how was the low end of the uh, pay low. What's I'm just trying to get the right wordings. The top of the page bidding and the bottom. The bottom one is obviously uh, cheaper, and the top of the page bidding is going to be higher, and also the average CPA. Unless you are running campaigns for lots of dentists, then you will know the average CPA may still vary from New York to Chicago to San Diego and so on. Can we use Google Form as landing page URL? Is it will be helpful to get more leads? Also, if we can use WhatsApp link as landing page. No, I'm not sure what you mean by a Google form. You need to have a landing page, and I would always recommend that. You need to have a landing page so that you can put all your tags and pixels. Then have that form on that landing page. You can also have your WhatsApp button on your landing page, and then track how many people came to your landing page and clicked on WhatsApp. So that can all be tracked. And that's what I would always say: track everything, each and every conversion. So it could be a phone call from your landing page, it could be a form submit from a landing page, it could be a WhatsApp click from a landing page, it could be a chat conversation on a landing page, but it has got to be on a landing page. And you need to have a landing page so that you can show them who you are, what you do, what you can offer, how you can solve somebody's pain point and problem. So without that, it's pretty difficult unless and until your ad shows you are an emergency plumber, yeah, immediate response and so on. People are in a rush, or they've broken down in the middle of the road and they need recovery, or you lost your keys and you need a locksmith. In those cases, call ads are fine, but majority of the time, I would recommend you drive traffic to a landing page, and you build up your remarketing list as well after that. My shopping ad is not performing. What should I do? Well, shopping ads are now as part of the Performance Max. So then, what you need to do is to look at your feed. That is where the biggest problem always is. Optimize the feed, make sure that all the information is in the feed so that Google knows what you are selling. Things like MPN, G10, all of that. If you don't have a custom image, you must put them in. So start looking at your opt-ins, at your merchant center feed. What should I use to build conversions? Greg, you need to set up the conversion tracking in Google Ads and then run ads. So you need to have a tracking code on your website, on the thank you page, and so on. So that's again a completely different and a very long conversation we can have. But yeah, you must, because the algorithm will not be able to optimize your campaigns without conversion tracking. So I guess you've not set up conversion tracking. So you must put in conversion tracking. When can I change my bid strategy, max clicks to max conversions? So you will get different replies from different people. Google will say you can start straight off with zero data in the account or campaign. Some people will say 30, some 50, some 100. I would say, I mean, for me, I need a minimum of at least 50 conversions in a campaign. And that's when we switch over from max conversions to max conversions to setting up a target ROAS or to TCPA. We go with 50. How can I target specific videos in my video ads? So you can place targeting, but then Google is looking at what kind of videos somebody's watching. If they're looking at football videos, then your ads may show on other videos which you are not targeting. So you can specify that to Google in the video campaigns. I have a lot of knowledge. If I've gone gray, you can see, and lost a lot of hair as well. Thank you so much, Zishan. Work on my speaking skills. Yeah, I tried it my best to improve as much as I can. What bit strategy? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Greg. How can I target only wealthy or rich people for my ad? You can target the top 10% in your ads. So there are categories in Google Ads, and you can target the 10% or the top 10%. What are the most important KPIs in campaign analysis? For me, it is conversions, conversion rate, and the cost per conversion or the ROAS. There are lots of other metrics which help us lead to those conversions. So if we're not getting any impressions or clicks, or if the CTR is too low, let's say the CTR is very low, nothing to do with the landing page or the offer or the pricing, it's everything to do with the ads. So I need to improve the ads or the targeting to make sure that I improve the CTR. So we have a daily tracker. I think I've shown this in some of my previous videos, and I'll bring it up as well um, in our next ones. Remind me on Tuesday, I'll show you. We have all the metrics, and then you can see straight away where the problem is in that funnel or in that campaign. How much conversion should we set up for normal businesses or service? If someone has not imported code on landing page, can we use only import analytics goal conversion? Okay, so you need to set up your conversion tracking on your landing page. Well, not the conversion tracking, but on all your pages, but the conversion tag should be on the on the thank you page when somebody fills in a form or has made a purchase. That's where it needs to be. So without that, you are flying blind. You are literally flying blind or driving a car with a blindfold over your eyes. You Google can't see it, what you are looking for, and neither will you. You can import your goals or your conversions from analytics as well. I would highly recommend you set up your Google Ads conversion tracking in Google Ads, because that's what Google Ads is looking for almost all the time. How can I target the top 10%? Go to the audiences and you will see it that there's top percent, and you just target those. Okay, this is going to be my last question. I've got another call to hop on. Then we'll carry on next week. What best strategy should one start out to build conversions before migrating to conversion strategy? You have suggested that max clicks is not optimal. I'm not saying max clicks is wrong, Greg. All I'm saying is a click is a click. What you want to do is to maximize conversions, first of all. So, what I'm telling Google is give me conversions at any cost. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Initially, your conversions will be at a higher cost or cost per conversion, but as more and more conversions start coming in, your cost is going to get reduced. You will then have a better CPA, and your CPA or your ROAS is going to improve. So once I've got 50 conversions in a campaign, I will then switch over to, then I will know every day that, okay, now I'm getting a lead for $10. I can now put my target CPA as 10 or 15 or 20 if I want to be a bit more aggressive, and then slowly reduce it down. What I don't want to do is to reduce it down so much, and that is a tendency which I've seen. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm getting leads at $10. I want to try it at 7." Okay, try it. And then your traffic dries out. Oh, but I'm not getting clicks or impressions. Is because Google can't get you leads at $7. So the $10 was optimal. So then what you do is you make separate campaigns at separate TCPs, $7, $10, $15, and see where you get that sweet spot of maximum conversions or um, traffic, as well as a good number of leads or conversions at a good price. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I've got to shoot. I've got another call to jump on. Thank you so much for your questions. I truly appreciate it. I'll be back here on Tuesday, and keep your questions ready. We'll go through them. Don't keep your questions to the very last because, as I said, I go them in the order I receive. So start putting them in as soon as you come in, and I'll address them at the earliest possible. So have a great weekend, and I shall see you guys on Tuesday.